Large crowds returned to the streets of Los Angeles today. Across the country, the court's ruling fueled tensions. And in Washington, D.C., protests and celebrations.
Hi, everybody. Auntie speaks. As we all know, Roe was overturned and everybody's freaking out. And now that it's the political season, this is being used as a major talking point. Let's take a look.
In Illinois, a woman can choose whether or when to have a family, but Darren Bailey wants to make those decisions for women.
Listen, everything's gonna be okay, right? Just let me do the talking, okay? Just
Evening, ladies. License, please. Where are you headed?
We're just out for a drive.
Headed to the border?
Oh, no. We were just going up to the,
Hey there. What's your name?
Grace.
Are you pregnant, Grace?
Of course, people are going to disagree on the big issues. But Greg Abbott signed the most extreme abortion ban in the United States.
No exception for rape? No exception for incest? $100,000 fines and jail time for doctors?
Only 11% of Texans agree with him.
Now, that is only a taste of the ads that I could find, which is hilarious because I basically watch YouTube quite a bit. And every single ad that I am shown is a pro-life ad. But for some reason, when I try to find those ads on YouTube, I can't find them. Isn't that sweet? So, what does Auntie Speaks feel about abortion? Well, I am pro-choice. I have been pro-choice for forever. Okay? But I am pro-choice with a brain. Okay? And I think all of us need to have some brains. There are a lot of discussions around abortion, and a lot of people have very, very strong feelings. But I believe that this is one issue where 80% of the population could agree. We're always going to have the crazy 20% on both the left and on the right. Okay? So, what are we going to talk about first? What we're going to talk about first is Democrats. This is your own fault. The overturning of Roe versus Wade, nobody's to blame except for you. For some of my younger viewers out there, you're not going to remember this, but this is what the Democrats used to talk about when they talked about abortion. Let's take a look.
As a nation, our goal should be to protect individual freedom while fostering responsible decision-making. An approach that seeks to protect the right to choose while reducing the number of abortions. Our vision should be of an America where abortion is safe and legal, but rare.
That seems rather reasonable, doesn't it? Safe, legal, and rare. That seems like most Americans could agree on that 80% that I just mentioned. But in the last 20 years, or I suppose it's even longer than that, 30 years, I voted for Bill Clinton. That was 1992. So even longer than that. So we're almost talking 40 years at this point. I'm losing track of time. So anyways, or 35 years, whatever. That's the way Democrats used to talk about abortion. Responsibility, taking personal responsibility. This is what Democrats talk about now whenever you mention abortion.
We're not able to attend today to speak specifically.
No, I'm talking about your bill. How late in the third trimester could a physician perform an abortion if he indicated it would impair the mental health of the woman?
or physical health.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm talking about the mental health.
So, I mean, through the third trimester. The third trimester goes all the way up to 40 weeks.
Okay. But to the end of the third trimester.
Yep, I don't think we have a limit in the bill.
So in this particular example, if a mother is in labor, I can tell you exactly what would happen. The infant would be delivered. The infant would be kept comfortable. The infant would be resuscitated if that's what the mother and the family desired. And then a discussion would ensue between the physicians and the mother. So I think this was really blown out of proportion.
Where do you draw the line, though? I mean, is it, if it's not 15 weeks, is it 24 weeks? Where do you draw the line where you say, okay, abortion's after this point of time? No, it's a no-go.
Abortion is a personal decision between a woman and her family and her doctor, and that's something that needs to be discussed in the medical exam room, not by politicians.
Yeah? That's pretty extreme. I mean, seriously. Really? I mean, the baby's being born and you can have an abortion? I mean, really? The Republicans even tried to pass a born alive bill where you just couldn't kill the baby after it survived an abortion, and the Democrats would not vote for that. Okay, guys, I am pro-choice. But like I said before, I'm pro-choice with the brain. Okay? Democrats, this is your fault. Roe versus Wade went down because of you. Because anytime someone on the right tried to even pass something with common sense, I mean, the one that they challenged that overturned Roe versus Wade, I think that was no abortions after 15 weeks? 15 weeks? Seriously, dude, if you can't make a decision in 15 weeks, then, yeah, you have to have that baby. What is the problem here? Now, so I said that 80% of us could agree on abortion rules. I believe that we can. So here's a chart. Pew Research. Okay, so it's not some kooky right-wing something or other, but this was a poll on what Americans think of abortion. Okay, so let's read this. Okay, so no answer. Okay, whatever. Legal in all cases, no exception. So what did I say? That 80% of us could agree? That is 19% of the population. Only 19% of the population says abortion on demand, no restrictions, no anything. Okay? And then on the opposite end, illegal in all cases, no exceptions. So that's 8%. So what did I say? That we've got 20% kooks on both sides? Well, I guess I was wrong. We've got 19% kooks on the left, and we have 8% kooks on the right. Okay? But look at the rest of us. The rest of us are right in the middle here. So how about this? Legal in all cases, but there are some exceptions when abortion should be against the law. That's 6%. 36% legal in most cases. Okay? But some exceptions. Okay? And then 27% illegal in most cases. Okay? Some exceptions. So look at that. We got about 80% of the country that we could come together and agree. We choose a time, I think Texas law goes a little too far. 6 weeks. That might be a little too far. You could actually be pregnant at 6 weeks and not know it. Okay, that is possible. But the one that they challenged that overturned Roe was 15. There's no way after 15 weeks you don't know that you're pregnant. So what are we basically saying? We're saying that women have agency. You have to make a decision earlier. Or, hey, you have to use contraceptives. It's not like when I was a girl where you basically had condoms and that was about it. I mean, there was the pill, but no women, especially younger women, went to a doctor to get the pill. They just didn't. Now we have IUDs. We have all of these things, all of these contraceptives where, you know what? If you don't want to get pregnant, there are ways to make sure you don't get pregnant. And if you do get pregnant, you have to decide. And you have to decide quickly. Why can't we all come together? Well, I can tell you why we all come together. It's because of those political ads. The Democrats want to use this as a political talking point. And the Republicans, the ones who do talk about it, are idiots, morons, who pretend like they're the 8% and they're not. They're the 8% to get them elected because they think that that's what they need, when they're stupid and should just admit that they're in the 80%, where they say, yeah, we want to make it illegal in lots of cases, but we want to make it legal. We want to make it safe, legal, and rare. Can't we just all agree? Really? Abortion up until birth? Really? What about the rest of the world? Let's take a look at the rules for the rest of the world and see where the Republicans lead up on the rest of the world and where the Democrats lean up in the rest of the world. Let's take a look at that. Okay, guys, so here we go. Here's a lovely chart. So Europe, 10 weeks. Portugal, okay, 12 weeks. Denmark, Finland, Greece, Hungary, Norway, Switzerland. You lefties always want us to be more like the Nordic countries. They ban abortion after 12 weeks. 14 weeks, France, Germany, Spain. 16 weeks, Austria. 18 weeks, Sweden, Iceland, and the Netherlands, 22 weeks. Okay? Do you see this? Democrats, you are way more extreme than every single country on the face of the planet except for China and North Korea. You are the reason that Roe versus Wade got overturned. It wasn't the Republicans, it was Roe versus Wade. And once again, I am pro-choice. But I agree with overturning Roe. Roe was bad law. Why was Roe bad law? Well, Roe was bad law because the Supreme Court rules on what is in the Constitution. If it's not in the Constitution, then it's not their business to rule on it. It goes back to the states. And why is that good for all of us? Well, it's so we won't be ruled by big states like New York and California. I live in a small state. I don't want to be ruled by New York and California. That is why we have the Constitution. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up. So Democrats, you're to blame. You are to blame for where we are right now. So your scare tactics with political ads are crazy. I'm really sick of it. I'm sick of it because I am pro-choice and you are the reason why Roe was overturned. You are. And Republicans, stop it. Okay? Stop with the stupidness. None of you believe in banning all abortions, including for rape, incest, and the life of the mother. The number of people who believe that is 8%. So you need to start going to the American people and saying, look, yeah, we want it to be rare. Yeah, but we want restrictions on it. But no, if you're raped, you should not be forced to have that baby. But that doesn't mean that you can do it forever. You can't say that you're raped and at 25 weeks or 30 weeks or 40 weeks you want an abortion. So everybody, could we get a brain? Yeah. Yeah, could we all get a brain? This is your fault, Democrats, and Republicans, you need to smarten up. And the rest of us Americans, we just need to come together and go to our politicians and say, look, this is what we want. 10 weeks, 12 weeks, whatever. Let's all pick a time. And it's going to be different for different states. And will some states ban it? Maybe. I doubt it, but maybe. Okay? So guys, please comment below. Tell me if you disagree with me. Please like, comment, and share. And I will see you on the next one. And hopefully I won't be screaming on that one. All right. See ya.